Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. And you know this by now, or at least you should. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, my name's Robert. The name of this channel is Robert Simmons Playing It Forward. And on this channel, I primarily focus on sharing my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the elite NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Unit. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Lieutenant. And I share that knowledge with you guys, focusing on slow speed motorcycle operation, 1 to 10 miles per hour. I do private lessons. I do practice sessions here in Pooler, Georgia. And anything and everything that I feel would be beneficial to you guys, I share it on this channel. This channel is all about positivity. And if you saw the title of this video, you might think, well, this is not positive. But it actually is. So this is Blaze. Blaze is my 2021 CVO Road Glide. And you're not going to see me on the camera in this video. No reason to see me. You know what I look like. But we're just going to focus on Blaze today. Because, and I say this is not negative because, yes, I'm selling Blaze. I tried my best, guys. I mean, I tried my best to love this motorcycle. And I just don't. You know, I'm not a road glide guy. I don't like road glides. As far as the way they look from the front, I don't like that shark nose fairing. And I thought that, I said to myself, if I was going to get a road glide, it would have to be this particular one because I loved the color. I loved the front wheel. This is when they first introduced this spoked 21-inch front wheel. And I said, you know, if I have an opportunity to get that one, that's the only one I would get. And I wasn't even seeking out to get this one. A V.I.Preloader kind of told me, hey, I know somebody that has it and that has a dealership and you know, one thing led to another, and here she is. But right here, guys, see this angle? This is my favorite angle of this motorcycle, right? And I started to realize that the reason why this is my favorite angle of this motorcycle is because it's more so the rear of the motorcycle that I'm looking at, 3/4 up to the front. And even the front, even the fairing from this angle, I have no problem with it, right? But it's when I get over here, and particularly in the front, and that's when I just lose it. And this is so crazy, guys, because you know there's some road glides out there. I look at them, oh man, they look good, but it's almost it's an angles thing. It depends on what angle I'm looking at it at. So a couple of weeks ago, I was leaving Harley Davidson. I got to Harley Davidson. I rode this bike there. I got off the bike. I walked into the dealership, and then I realized that when I walked into the dealership, I didn't look back at this motorcycle. When I get off of Valiant and Violet, I always look back at them. This I didn't. And when I walked back to the motorcycle to get on it and looked at it, it's just not doing it for me. So I said to myself, why hang on to a motorcycle that I just kind of like? I don't love it, but I know for a fact that one of you guys would love having this motorcycle. So before I put this out for everybody other than Preloader Nation to see, I'm going to let you guys know that I'm selling this motorcycle. Okay. And guys, when you hear what I'm selling this for, you're going to be like, what? Is this a joke? But no. So let's talk about the motorcycle. It has, let's look at the miles. For you guys that don't know, if you want to know the miles, all you have to do is press that button and then it'll show up. 1,183 miles. And that's another thing, guys. It doesn't have miles on it because I don't ride it, right? I don't have a desire to really ride it. And truth be told, Wood Jr. and Slider put a lot of the miles on this motorcycle, and my neighbor that lives across the street, he also put some miles on it. So what does that tell you guys? I'm loaning this bike out for people to ride just to get some miles on it. So, okay, we all know that the CVO has a 117 engine. It's got the Kahuna collection on it. So that's the brake pedal, that's the floorboards, that's the grips. Of course, the grips are heated. It's a CVO. And I've added the Kahuna highway pegs. Okay, so that's what I added as far as the Kahuna collection. I've also added the saddlebag guards. And if you guys are unaware, The suspension on this motorcycle has been upgraded, and it is phenomenal. A world of difference. Wilbur's suspension, front and rear, on this motorcycle. And if we're going to talk about that upgrade, we have to talk about the seat. The seat is a Saddleman, low profile, Dominator, extended reach seat. Okay, I ride this bike with a solo seat, no pillion. As a matter of fact, the seat that came with this motorcycle and the pillion, I sold that already. So if you buy this bike, that's the seat you're getting with it. As far as custom dynamics, you know I got to talk about custom dynamics. This light was changed to custom dynamics. And again, CVOs come with LEDs, but all LEDs are not created equally. So these are the Genesis 4 custom dynamics LED lights that are white and turn amber upon signaling. I did a video on that. If you want to see that video, check it out. I have the inserts here. That's custom dynamics. I also have custom dynamics lights up here. I have custom dynamics lights on the fork. These are, I mean, to me, some of the most important, aside from the front headlight, which that's stock on this bike. I didn't change that. And that's because there's not a lot of options with the Road Glide. And that's another thing that made me make this decision, guys. I was riding this motorcycle at night, which I rarely do, and I was on a windy road. And I noticed that as I'm turning, I'm looking through the turn. I have no light through the turn. It's totally dark. And that's when I saw the deficiency in this versus the Batwing fairing. Because at least with a Batwing fairing, I have the option of an adaptive headlight. Anyway, most important lights aside from the headlight, that fork light and that latch light. Again, I did videos on all of these. It's on all of my motorcycles. Your motorcycle doesn't have any light on the side. It's just reflective. So those are huge, huge additions. The 2021 CVO Road Glide comes with a Rockford Fosgate stereo system, and it sounds pretty good too. Actually, it sounds really good. And it's got a heel-to-toe shifter, of course. And that's pretty much it, guys. You know, oh, I'm sorry. I also have the slim profile LED lights from Custom Dynamics on the bags. All right, guys, and lastly, the handlebars, which had to be changed. These are factory 47 handlebars. Love these handlebars. I have factory 47 on all of my motorcycles. Look at the thickness of this bar, 1.5 inches thick. These are 12 inches in height, and I got them pulled back a little bit. So, yeah, that's all of the upgrades that I put on this motorcycle. And also, guys, you see this plastic piece of crap swing arm cover? I got something for that too, guys. I'm also going to throw in some swing arm covers from Figurati Design, chrome ones. Guys, if you're not aware of this, definitely check out my video that I did on Figurati Designs for the swing arm covers. This is motorcycle jewelry for your motorcycle. I'm sure we can all agree that this is going to look a lot better right there than that thing does. And not only is it going to look better, it's going to be functional. This has an O-ring on it. It's going to keep out moisture. That's just a cheap piece of plastic. Definitely check out that video. Okay, so this is her. All right, guys, so let's get down to the business of things. What am I selling her for? What am I letting her go for? So I'm letting Blaze go for my Preloader Nation people for $45,000. All right, I'm going to repeat that. $45,000 for this CVO, and $45,000, guys, that's what I'm asking for it. And this bike is ready to go. You don't have to do anything to it. Of course, we're all different. If you want to customize something different, absolutely. But as far as the things that you need and what we normally need on these types of motorcycles, suspension, done. Handlebars, done. But you might want them a little higher, so that's fine. And that's it, guys. That's it. Now, this motorcycle has the 50 caliber tab performance slip-ons on it. I'm not planning on selling her with those pipes. I'm going to put the stock pipes back on it. However, if somebody is interested in buying this motorcycle and they want those pipes, we'll talk about it. Of course, it's not going to be $45,000 at that point. Not going to be much more, but not going to be $45,000. All right, so if you guys are interested in this motorcycle, send me an email and let me know. And this is going to be a first come, first serve basis, right? If somebody wants to put a deposit down on it or something like that, that's fine too. But if somebody, a deposit is not going to make it automatic. If somebody else says, listen, I want to buy it, here's $45,000, and you gave me let's say a $500 deposit, I'm going to give you your $500 back. All right, guys? All right, that's not written in stone. But here she is, guys. I'll do one more walk around of Blaze. Of course, once someone else buys her, her name's not going to be Blaze anymore, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, guys, if you do buy this motorcycle, you know, people are going to know, and you can let people know, Robert Simmons was the first owner of this motorcycle. And another thing, guys, is this motorcycle has never been dropped. Out of all of my motorcycles, I haven't dropped this one. And all that means is because I've taken it out minimally to practice with it, right? I'm not going to say that under the motorcycle, as far as the floorboards are not scraped, because I did that when I first bought it. That's cushioning it. But you can see, guys, the Kahuna collection, this piece right here, that's there for a reason. That's meant to scrape the ground. And it's a little bit of scraped. I'm sure it's more scraped on the left than the right. A little bit of scrapes right here. Again, this is all minimal stuff, and it's under the floorboard. But the bottom of these engine guards and saddlebag guards, clean. Never dropped her. Again, that's only because I really didn't practice on her. All right, guys. So again, if you're interested, shoot me an email. That's all I'm going to talk about with Blaze. Guys, if you like my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Definitely helps me out. Does me a huge, huge service, as I do for you guys, and I appreciate it. All right, love you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, if you have time to ride, you have time to practice. Seat time does not equal practice time. Until next time, guys.